Um, oh yeah, so this is the 23rd annual festival. This is the 23rd year of the festival, correct?
Yes.
How many times have y'all been involved with the festival? This is your first time, or?
It's our, well, I don't know.
What is time anyway?
Yeah, what is time?
Oh, exactly.
It's our second time, I guess, programming it.
I think it's our second
Yeah,
time co-curating and programming and producing it. I was involved in one more previous to that, I believe. But
same
yeah,
in a different role.
yeah.
Um, for those who may not be familiar with it, what type of festival is Local Sightings? What type of film festival is Local Sightings?
I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah. So Local Sightings is a Pacific Northwest film and media maker festival. So we invite filmmakers who are either based in the Pacific Northwest making work here, or whose films are at least 50% filmed in the Pacific Northwest or more, 50% or more. And it's a festival that is really intended to highlight the talent in the region. And we use a broad definition of Pacific Northwest. So it includes, oh geez, I should probably have my list in front of me or like have it memorized by now, but definitely Washington and Oregon, Idaho, Yukon territories, BC. So
Montana.
it's a pretty, Montana, yeah, it's a pretty broad area.
It's pretty broad.
Yeah.
Um, how many films are there in the festival this year?
We are featuring like 135. I'm still waiting on a few more, so we might hit 140, but we've officially been promoting 135, which is a lot of films. 11 of those are features, and the rest are shorts.
And about 70% or so, I think, of them are from the Seattle area. So it's
From
a
Washington.
lot of local film. Washington. Okay. Yeah. So it's a lot of, yeah, definitely local talent.
Awesome. What kind of panels and workshops y'all have this year?
There's a lot of filmmaker Q&A, such as, I mean, you all have a live stream event for your film, 24 Hours in the Chop. We're going to do some streaming of it to Facebook and Vimeo, and with other screenings, there are some like that with filmmaker Q&As. There's a Getting the Industry Back to Work, hosted by Washington Filmworks. There's a animation workshop with Neely
Gonyatsky.
Who's also doing kind of a retrospective of her work. What else is there workshop-wise?
Yeah, and Neely's going to lead an animation workshop, which is going to be fabulous.
Yeah, I think that's
there's so much we can't even remember it all.
Yeah, I was shocked you said you had like 130 some odd films. That's a lot to keep track of. Like I saw you have listed some special events. Could you tell if some of those are already a surprise or?
I mean, the special events are mostly, I would say the main two big ones are opening night and closing night. So opening night is the Vanishing Seattle live stream. And Vanishing Seattle, for people who don't know what it is it's a local kind of multi-platform initiative that covers places in Seattle that are either under threat of displacement or have already been displaced, and both celebrates and kind of mourns them. So that will be followed with a panel with Inye from Wanawari, Bjorn from Scandinavian Specialties, and Karen from Busch Garden, and then the founder of the series, Cynthia Brothers. Brana, do you want to talk about closing night?
Yeah, closing night is going to be a celebration of our 25th year of existence. So the film forum itself turned 25 this year. Oh, wow. And we initially had pre-pandemic times, we had a ton of in-person celebrations and retrospectives that we were looking forward to. And so we've sort of translated those into a big celebratory closing night that'll feature flashbacks to content that has been created and presented at the Film Forum over the years, over the last 25 years. Lots of little like weird snippets of things that we literally are digging up from the archives and from the vaults. So things that I had never seen, and it's going to be a tearjerker. It's crazy to go down that memory lane of 25 years and see the legacy behind what we're doing right now, and then to be in the present moment and thinking about like where we're going from here.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because Film Forum, for example, used to commission these films called one-shot films with filmmakers who weren't necessarily famous at the time, but some have since gone on to be very famous. Like Barry Jenkins did one, the Safdie brothers did one, and they're just Film Forum pieces that people maybe have never seen. So we're going to be showing some of those.
It'll include a short film by Lynn Shelton and a bunch of gala videos that our staff have made over the years that will really be a nice little window into just how geeky we are.
Yeah, definitely rest in power to Lynn Shelton.
Yeah.
I was wondering, is this the first time that the festival has been online?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Not the last, though. I think we're going to continue having all our festivals online in addition to in person in the future.
Yeah, I can see that being the change a lot of people are probably doing. What has it been like putting a festival together during COVID, a film festival during COVID? I mean, it seems extremely difficult not being able to have any contact, bring people together, no screenings, or at least in theaters.
It's been crazy, honestly. I mean, it's been amazing, and we've learned so much about what's possible in terms of how far we can reach with our programming, like all around the world. And the day-to-day like logistics and operations of trying to communicate across multiple digital platforms to plan something rather than just like shouting across the room, or like all those little snippets that you pick up and know that people are doing, that are now like an extra email or text or call or whatever it is. I think the communication is a little bit harder internally to track that, but the output is like really emphatically bigger in a lot of ways, and that's so it's both and.
Yes. Do you feel that next year might be the same? I mean, now we're kind of predicting the pandemic here, but do you think this might be, as they say, a new normal, or what do you predict for festivals in the future?
I hope for Local Sightings we'll be back to normal-ish by next September. Let's hope there will be some semblance of that. But I definitely think our other festivals, such as Cadence, our video poetry festival, which usually happens in April, our Children's Film Festival, which happens in February and March, we're kind of planning for those to be online. And if magically we can have in-person events to a limited degree, we'll welcome it and we'll probably arrange something, but it's not anything we're banking on, you know?
Yeah, and so with that, I think our focus right now is to really expand upon what the user experience is for online. Our first festival that we hosted back in March was thrown together in 5 days to be an online festival, and it was amazing, because it had to be. Like, we had to learn how to do it, and then we did, and we kept doing it. And so now that we've had some time across different festivals that focus on different areas and themes and engage different audiences, we have a better sense, I think, for what folks are needing, which is ever evolving also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also we're kind of getting back into the groove of hosting other people's festivals, which we usually do year round. You know, we do it's that Asian American Film Festival, for instance, so many others. I mean, countless others. Twist, you know, Queer Film Festival, etc. And
Brazilian
we're
Film
just
Fest.
trying to offer that service more and like use our expertise and be able to have that be a resource for community members who need it right now.
Yeah, definitely. I imagine people would love to be able to sit back and watch some films and nothing else. Forgot that lockdown is still going on for some people, you know.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here. Do you guys have anything else you wanted to let the people know about the festival?
I think one main thing we want to tell people is that it is right now all of Film Form's like in-house screenings, such as our festivals, are $0 to $25 sliding scale because we want to make it accessible. I mean, in as much as people have, internet connection to be able to watch it for free if they need to. So definitely encourage like anyone who's curious at all to just sign on because you really don't have anything to lose other than your time, which you have plenty of, hopefully, right now.
And to follow up on that, if folks do have the means, any contributions in that sliding scale and festival passes especially go towards supporting our operations and helping us to be able to pay our staff and pay our platform and pay our artists and like make sure that this can continue to exist and that we can continue to highlight the voices of filmmakers and media makers in the Pacific Northwest. So all of those contributions go directly towards supporting our programs.
And to the future of honestly Film Forum existing, because we're not going to be able to open for a while, just like everyone else. So.
Yeah, I definitely agree with all that. I highly suggest everyone go. Also, well, not necessarily go, but just relax and check out the festival. Not just 24 hours in the chop, obviously. Check out all the films.
But definitely check that one out.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's a good opportunity to take a chance and try something that you might not otherwise like check out.
Exactly. You might as well, What else you're going to do? Where else you're going to go?
Right.
Might as well. Definitely. Support local films, support Northwest Film Forum. Yeah, it's always second, third, and fourth that.
Thank you. I guess people should go to nwfilmforum.org if they need to find information.
Great. Yes, definitely. Okay, well, thanks again. And,
Thank you.
Looking forward to checking out the films and recommending them. And yeah, we're gonna have some of the filmmakers on Converge next week during the morning update show. So keep people posted, keep them informed about what's going on. The festival goes from the 18th to the 17th, correct? I mean the 27th, right? 18th to the 27th.
We're going back in time.
That's what makes it so special. But yeah, it's great. Thank you. And yeah, best of luck to the festival. I'll be tuning in, and hopefully everyone else will be too. And yeah, thanks again. Have a nice evening. Avoid the smoke that's out there.
That's right.
Thank you. Lovely chatting.
Likewise.
Take care out there.
Peace.